Hey everyone, it's Salamander Plays. We're going to continue our walkthrough of StarCraft Remastered. We're on the Brood War Zerg campaign level 6, Fury of the Swarm. This level is somewhat tricky, and it's a level you can get stuck on if you don't know how to beat it.
My queen, our scouts have just discovered a massive wave of Zerg in high orbit. Hundreds of Zerg have landed upon Tarsonis and are even now approaching our location. A number of our outposts are already under attack by the renegade swarm.
So the UED is testing out their control of their pet overmind. I had hoped to lay low after we raised Core Hall, but it seems the UED is intent on forcing my hand.
Shall I rally your forces, my queen?
Yes, we've got to defend our remaining outposts and make sure that the renegades can't gain a foothold in our immediate vicinity. Once we've secured our perimeter, we'll begin to take the fight to their hive clusters.
So this level makes you panic at the very start of it, and you just have to know what to do.
Our forces are under attack.
So you're being attacked right away by the Zerg. And what you got to do is just let everything die. And the only thing you can save are the overlords. And there are overlords at each of the 4 bases at like around your middle one. The only base that's going to survive is your middle base. So you don't even have to micro anything, you don't have to do anything. You're just going to lose the 4 bases on the outside. The only thing you can keep alive are your overlords. You want to keep them alive so you have a decent food supply. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to drone up and get your gas and minerals. I start harvesting gas right away. And you'll see why in just a moment. So your middle base is an island. So you don't have to worry about attacks right away, but they will eventually come. And we're going to try to get our hive tech as soon as possible here. I threw down a queen's nest. Your first goal is to get guardian tech. Okay, now that we got our hive going, let me just explain what's going on here. This level is really tricky because you have a limited amount of resources, and it's actually very difficult to get off your island with the limited amount of resources that you have. And so I'm going to show you the way I like to conquer my first base. Getting your first base is very hard on this level. And essentially what I like to do is spend my gas very, very strategically. I don't just randomly get upgrades or unnecessary tech structures. I like to invest my gas in maybe like 8 to 12 guardians. The resources might look a little different for you depending on how you spend your money, but you want a group of guardians, and then what you're going to do is you're going to attack the bottom part of the map. I don't think the top is as good to pursue. I prefer to attack the bottom of the map. And once you clear out a base, what you can do is build a Nidus Canal, or you can use an Overlord to ferry over drones, and you're going to take the 2 bases down here, and you're going to get more resources. And then once you're established on the bottom of the map, you can march left, destroy this Zerg, and then march north and destroy the Terran, which is the goal of this particular map.
We have located a small Terran facility towards the rear of the Renegade's landing zone. There appears to be a number of refugee scientists working within the compound, but we are unable to determine the purpose of their presence.
I know what they're up to. I suspected that the UED's control of the Overmind was tenuous. Tarsonis is too remote for them to maintain direct control over the swarms, so they've sent these scientists to coordinate their attack.
Cerebrant, focus your attacks against the Terran facility. All of the UED scientists must be killed. Only then will we be able to finish off these renegade Zerg.
Okay, so the specific goal is to destroy the UED scientists. So you don't have to destroy the whole base, you can just target the scientists, but it's essentially the same thing. One of the big mistakes you can make on this map is trying to assault the Terran base directly. I do not recommend doing that. It's just not cost effective, and you don't have the resources to take them on. Okay, and as you can see, I have... Man, I'm really hurting for minerals right now. As you can see, I have 6 mutas, and I had them on hold. You really want to keep these alive because they cost a lot of gas. And as I said earlier, gas is very, very sparse, and you need it desperately. What I like to do with my minerals, though, is I'm going to make a few spore colonies just surrounding my base. What the enemy likes to do on this map is send guardians and mutas after you. And just having a few strategically placed spore colonies will negate, you know, some of that. You won't get absolutely wrecked by air units. And of course, if you want to make spore colonies, you're going to need an evolutionary chamber, which is why I built it. So it looks like we got 4 spore colonies. Maybe I'll make one more down here. And then let's make 3 more drones, and I just want to continue to get minerals here because I'm pretty low on minerals, which is somewhat rare on this map. Now you can see why I started harvesting gas immediately at the beginning of this map. I put 4 drones on it because it's so far away from my hive. You just spend so much gas on it that it just helps to have a stockpile. Okay. I now have 6 guardians on the way, and I'm probably gonna make at least 2 more, I think. So let's get 1 muta and then another muta. So I'm gonna have 8 guardians. And then what I want to do is build a Nidus canal, which is going to cost 150 minerals. And that's how I'm going to get my ground units to the southern continent. So I got my guardians on control group 1, and I'm going to put them on hold right in the middle of my base, surrounded by my spore colonies, because I just don't want them to drift away or die to anything. Okay, I got 8 guardians and no gas. And we're going to go ahead and get our Nidus canal. Nice. Looks like this guardian walked into range of my spore colony, which is really nice. Obviously, guardians can outrange spore colonies, so sometimes you have to use your hydras to micro. Okay, and now that I have as many guardians as I need and a Nidus canal, I can spend some of my gas on ground units. And so I am going to get a hydra den. Let's move my guardians over here, and I'm going to have my rally points to the night. Actually, I'm going to rally them right next just in case. And I am going to get both of my Hydra upgrades here. why don't we get some Hydras? The way I like to, like the army composition I like on this map is to go Guardians and Hydras, and your Guardians are going to do all the damage, and your Hydras are going to be right underneath or maybe slightly behind your Guardians, and you're going to keep your Hydras on hold, and your Hydras are just going to back up your Guardians. Your Hydras are going to attack air units, for example. Okay, let's get a few more Hydras here, because I think we can wait for this upgrade to get done and then spend 150 gas on the next upgrade. And of course, oh wait a second. Oh, I didn't realize I still had my color code on from the last game I was playing. So when possible, you want to lure your enemy units to your stationary, your static defense. Okay, let's get our next Hydra upgrade. So I didn't even realize, but I'm actually purple and my Terran enemy is white. Sorry if that caused any confusion. So Hydras and Guardians are the long-term goal here. And I'm gonna make 6 drones because I'm also gonna ferry over some drones to my southern continent when we secure this base. Oh, and one more thing. If you have gas for it, your fast overlord speed is really, really nice to have, just to spot those burrowed units. Okay, so let's keep making Hydras as we wait for this upgrade, and it looks like we're about ready to go here. I'm gonna get my Guardians in position, and so before I make landfall on the continent below me, what we're gonna do is throw down a save just in case anything crazy happens, and we're gonna make this Overlord follow one of my Guardians.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, looks like we're gonna have to save our Overlord here. If we can get there in time, let's keep making Hydras.
Forces are under attack.
Nice. And I'm going to make another evolutionary chamber because I'm probably going to get my Hydra upgrades after we secure these bases. Okay, I'm going to put my Nidus on control group 2. And I like to take this base first. It's slightly to the right. Okay, let's attack, or let's defend our base before we attack, because I don't like to multitask if I can help it. StarCraft, of course, is a game of multitasking, but if you can do it as least often as possible, it's advantageous. Okay, now that our base is defended, we got our Overlord speed. Let's go ahead and begin attacking with our Guardians. And I will micro my Guardians a lot because these are, like I said, really expensive on the gas, and you just want to make sure you don't lose these unnecessarily. This is why I brought my Overlord here, because there's burrowed units here, and if you build your Nidus Canal next to burrowed units, they're just going to unburrow. Let's move up so I don't get attacked by this spore colony. Okay, let's attack this spore colony. And I'm going to build my Nidus, I think right here. And we're just going to put our Guardians on hold and let them destroy these buildings. And as soon as this is finished, we're going to send our drones and Hydras over. And I feel actually pretty confident now that I can get these upgrades. Spend some gas on my +1 for my... Spend some gas on my +1 for my Hydras. And I am going to leave a few Hydras here at my base because, as you saw earlier, they're just useful for air units. Uh-oh. Where's my... Okay, I saw some hydras around here somewhere.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, I actually forget which way. Wow, there's a lot over here. Wow. Okay, that was like a surprising amount, actually. And it looks like this is not connected to the rest of the southern continent, so they were just hanging out over here. So why don't we move our Guardians and Hydras down here? This is the wide choke point of this peninsula. Nice. And so this is what you want to do. You want to have Guardians and Hydras. Guardians and Hydras, and you're just going to slowly march across the southern continent. Okay, now I think we can rally to the Nidus, and I'm gonna keep making Hydras for the time being. I wish you could rally a Nidus in StarCraft Brood War. Okay, and I am gonna get my +1 attack for my air units, just so my Guardians can do more damage as they progress. Okay, let's throw some more Hydras in here. Oh. Okay, so he can make Devourers. I wonder if I can make Devourers this time. Oh yeah, Devourers have a lot of armor and health. Pretty hard to kill, actually. Okay, and let's get gas first and foremost. And for static defense, what I'll do is I'll just throw down one Sunken and one Spore Colony. And usually I can get my Hydras there quick enough to respond if there's a bigger attack. And remember your Nidus Canal, if you're being attacked anywhere, let's get our +2 for our Hydras. Because you can move your group of Hydras from this base to the other base very quickly if you need to help defend. Okay, nice. So we got 8 Guardians here. And a group of Hydras. And I think we're just gonna move forward with our control group of Guardians and our control group of Hydras. And like I said, I like to just put my Guardians on hold, or my Hydras on hold right behind the Guardians, and then I just micro my Guardians to make sure they take as little damage as possible. And I think I saw a Burge unit over here. Nice. And very often, you just have to be patient. You just have to inch your units forward and put them on hold. Keep them grouped up as much as possible so they can burst anything that approaches them. One of the nice things about the AI, the way they attack, they stream units to you, so you don't get overpowered by a lot of units at one time. Okay, let's put these two groups on control, or on hold, and let's let them do some damage to this next base. And we're going to get more drones, and finally, for the first time in the game, we're going to get Overlords. If you save your Overlords at the beginning like I did, you just have so much food that you don't have to worry about it for a long, long time. Okay, let's just put them on hold yet again, let them do their damage. Yeah, looks like this base is getting lined up pretty good already. And let's keep moving forward. also looks like we cleared out all the burrowed units. And let's get some overlords over here.
Our forces are under attack.
A big part of this map, in my opinion, is just patience. Everything is very funneled. Look at this lurker. Oh, wow, I'm scared of that thing. Nice. Okay, looks like that attack is over.
Our forces are under attack.
No, God. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Oh, man. Oh, I just got wrecked there. That was disheartening to see. Let's not rally to the Nidus for a moment. These guys on hold. Nice. Those things take forever to kill. Okay, let's make sure we get our +3, and let's continue to get our attack upgrade for our air units. And I'm actually going to make... Let's make a spore, and maybe another sunken here. Maybe I'll make both of these sunkens. I haven't decided yet. How about sunken spore? Okay, so this base is mined out. Like I said, you run out of... Okay, so this overlord is dead. Might as well go scout with it. Like I said, this base runs out of minerals very quickly, and so you have to be very strategic about how you spend your resources.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, that thing's gonna die. That's okay. Is this where the... Yeah, this is the defiler that destroyed my guardians with plague. Let's kill this thing for sure. That thing ruined my life. Okay. So there's two ways to this base, up and down. Try to get as much vision as possible. Okay. So I'll come down here. Didn't I have a drone here earlier? There he is. And I say, let's get a third hatchery here, and we're gonna rally all of our hatcheries down this way, and we have to rally these to the Nidus because this is an island. And let's just take it easy on resources for right now, since we only got one base going here. That's almost gone, actually. We really, really need this base down here. And before we blow all of our money on another wave of Guardians, let's just get this base up and running. Maybe throw down some static defense. Yeah, this game is, this particular level is low on resources, and you definitely have to think carefully about what you spend your money on. Don't just get random upgrades. Don't just buy random units without thinking about it. You need to micro. Okay, looks like we can just park our guys here. And let's do a big transfer down here. Just a Zergling, nice. We'll just leave a couple drones here. Okay, we're we got our +3 for our Zerglings, and I think we have enough resources in this base up and going where we can finally start spending our money more. Okay, let's get a sunken in a spore here. Let's get a sunken in a spore here. Nice. And let's get an overlord over here so we can see this lurker. Perfect. Ah, that is so brutal. Okay, come back here. What are we getting wrecked by down here today? So even though we don't have... Alright, let's rally here and make 3 drones, and we're going to replenish some of our... Looks like it's just 1. Even though we don't have minerals here, I still defend this base because we got technology here, and we still got this geyser, which is about to run out, actually, but still, I think it's worth just keeping this base. Okay, let's build a sunken or a spore here. And I think it is finally time to get another batch of Guardians. So we're going to make, looks like 9 mutas here, and we're going to turn them all into Guardians. Man, that Defiler absolutely destroyed my Guardians. That was nuts. I'm going to leave these drones here to rebuild static defense as needed. Yeah, this thing is deadly here. This Defiler. Let's kill this. And since that geyser depleted, let's go ahead and get another geyser here, because I think our minerals are going to catch up to our gas here faster than I think. And let's see, can we make them all Guardians? Yes. How many am I going to have in total? 8. Let's do 2 more and just get an even 12. The rest we can make Hydras. And let's make these Overlords before we get supply blocked. And I think we are in good shape once again to continue our assault. And I'm going to hold off mining on this gas for a moment. Okay, we got our control group 2 Hydras and control group 1 Guardians. Let's head out. And we're going to throw down a save. Just feels like a good time to save before all of our units perish needlessly to another Defiler. And I really like to go out with my Guardians and Overlord first, because sometimes there's just random units burrowed. Okay, and it looks like the choke point is up here, so I think we can probably just move all of our units to this choke point up here. I think. Looks like that is the case, yes. Excellent. And so on this map you can't assault white directly on the ground. You have to destroy the bottom left base or the top left base first. And in this case we're gonna attack brown. He's in the bottom left. We're gonna attack his base and go through him to get to white. And as always, as I said many times on this map, it's really just a matter of patience. Just slowly destroying everything, putting them on hold a great deal. Let's put these backup Hydras in group 3, and we'll keep them right behind the Guardians as well.
forces are under attack.
Okay, and it looks like we are finally at Brown's main base here. And anytime there's air units, you just back up your Guardians, let your Hydras take them on. And I can't do two things at once, so I'm going to back up my units at the bottom and defend my base here. Looks like Brown's about to attack my main.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Okay, that was correct. Oh, that's a problem. I did not expect that. So, I think we can kill this Hydra. Now we're going to have to back up, and we're just going to have to wait for the Dark Swarm to be over. And where did that Defiler get to? Okay. And let's go attack this guy. Once they're out of the, oh, nice. Kill it. Kill it! Perfect. Okay. And let's go kill that Defiler over there. Let's make some more drones so that we can replenish these. And I don't think I need to replenish this Sunken, but I'm gonna maybe... Nice. Okay, that thing's dead. And I believe we have returned to normalcy here at the base. And let's actually make a few more Hydras just in case. There's a lot of units. Just slow and steady, boys. Just slow and steady. Okay, we're just going to put them on hold and just wait until we clear out a lot of stuff. And in the meantime, we're going to make more Hydras and more Mutas. Oh, and I totally forgot about my armor for air units. But since we have no other upgrades to grab, we're going to go ahead and grab those. Let's kill this hive so that he stops producing units. Let's just take our Overlord around. There's a Spore Colony up there. Okay, base. Oh, so he's producing more units down here. Oh, jeez, this looks like a big fight. Okay, what do we got down here? Oh man, I'm finally supply blocked. Brutal. Okay, let's bring our mutas down here. And I don't think I need to kill this stuff. But why don't we anyway? Alright, I believe... I almost attacked my own guy. Okay, I think we're finally done with Brown's base. So why don't we head up here and get ready to assault White's base. And we can make backup units in the meantime. And I think we're finally at a point where we can get more gas. And why don't we take this base in the meantime? So we're only mining off one base. Yeah, you definitely got to be very careful with resources. Like, I got a good stockpile here, but still. I think we're going to need a lot of rewards down here. Okay. Slow and steady. Jeez. Huh, they seem to have a lot of bio. Oh, jeez. Back up here. Right to my hydras. Alright, I'm definitely aggroing them. And the goal was to kill the scientists, but I just like to go slow and steady and put my units on hold, group them up, and just be patient. Because you can easily lose a lot of units if you don't micro well. I forget what happens with these red units.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Looks like that's going to take care of itself. Ooh, got another scientist there. Nice. Or just, yeah, okay, we're down to 28 scientists. Not too bad. Another scientist dead. There's a lot of bio on this one. I didn't expect the Terran to have so much bio. Production buildings. I think that's really what I want, and then they won't keep producing units. Okay, there's no tanks. Wow, that's like so crazy to me. There's literally no tanks. Wow, I'm just gonna A-click my hydras in. Okay, I was like concerned there were gonna be all these tanks and stuff.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Okay, again, I think my spore colony will handle it. Oh, there's some... Oh, look at all these scientists. Get them! Dude, that was like the bulk of them. Okay, so this white base didn't have nearly as much as I thought it was going to. Okay, not too many scientists left here. Oh. Alright. 7 left. I'm just gonna let that hatchery die at the bottom there. Lots of orange units. Oh, here's a lot of them. Okay, there's literally one left. Where is he? Okay, let's go help my guardians here. Although I am curious where this last scientist is. Dude, where is this last, where is this last scientist? This is the hero scientist. Oh, there he is! Get him! One more. Dude, look at this guy. This guy's a hero. We did it. Sweet. That's a pretty tricky level, actually. You gotta be really patient and use your resources carefully. Awesome. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.